Deuteronomy chapter 12. And these are the orders and the judgments which you shall guard to do in the land of which the Lord, the God of your fathers, gives to you by lot, all the days of which you live upon the land. By destruction you shall destroy all the places in which the nations serve their gods, of whom you shall inherit them, upon the high mountains, and upon the hills, and underneath every bushy tree. And you shall raze their shrines, and break their monuments, and cut down their sacred groves, and incinerate the carvings of their gods by fire, and destroy their names from out of that place. You shall not do so with the Lord your God. But in the place whichever the Lord your God should choose from out of all of your tribes to name his name there, and to be called upon, even you shall seek after and enter there. And you shall bring there your whole burnt offerings, and your sacrifices, and your tenths, and your vow offerings, and your voluntary offerings, and your acknowledgement offerings, the firstborn of your oxen and of your sheep. And you shall eat there before the Lord your God, and you shall be glad over all of whatever you should put your hands, you and your houses, in so far as the Lord your God blessed you. You shall not do according to all as much as we do here today, each doing the pleasing thing before him. For you have not come unto the present time for the rest and for the inheritance which the Lord our God gives you. But you shall pass over the Jordan, and you shall dwell upon the land of which the Lord our God shall inherit to you, and he shall rest you from all your enemies round about, and you shall dwell with safety. And there will be the place whichever the Lord your God should choose his name to be called upon there, that there you shall bring all as many things as I give charge to you today, your whole burnt offerings, and your sacrifices, and your tithes, and the firstfruits of your hands, and every choice thing of your gifts, as many as you should vow to the Lord. And you shall be glad before the Lord your God, you, and your sons, and your daughters, and your men servants, and your maid servants, and the Levite at your gates. For there is not to him a portion nor lot with you. Take heed to yourself. You should not offer the things of your whole burnt offerings in any place of whichever you should behold, but only in the place which the Lord your God should choose it, in one of your cities. There you shall offer your whole burnt offerings, and there you shall do all as many things as I give charge to you today. But in all your desire you shall sacrifice and shall eat meats, according to the blessing of the Lord your God, which he gave to you in every city. The unclean among you and the clean shall eat it the same, as a doe or stag. Except the blood you shall not eat upon the land. You shall pour it out as water. You shall not be able to eat in your cities the tithe of your grain, and of your wine, and of your olive oil, the firstborn of your oxen and of your sheep, and all the vows, as many as you should have vowed, and your acknowledgement offerings, and the firstfruits of your hands. But only before the Lord your God shall you eat them, in the place in whichever the Lord your God himself should choose for you, and your son, and your daughter, your manservant, and your maidservant, and the Levite, and the foreigner in your cities. And you shall be glad before the Lord your God. over all of whatsoever you should put your hand upon. Take heed to yourself. You should not abandon the Levite all the time, as long as you should live upon the land. And if the Lord your God should widen your borders, just as he spoke to you, and you shall say, I will eat meats. If your soul should desire so as to eat meats, in every desire of your soul you shall eat meats. And if at a farther distance from you be the place whichever the Lord your God should choose to call upon his name there, then you shall sacrifice from your oxen and from your sheep whatever the Lord your God should give to you, in which manner I gave charge to you. Then you shall eat in your cities according to the desire of your soul. As the doe and the stag are eaten, so shall you eat it. The unclean among you, and the clean shall eat it likewise. Take heed strongly to not eat blood, for its blood is life. You shall not eat life with the meats. You shall not eat blood. Upon the earth you shall pour it out as water. You shall not eat it, so that good should happen to you and to your sons after you, if you should do the good and the pleasing thing before the Lord your God. Accept your holy things, whichever should come to you, that taking your vow offerings you shall come into the place whichever the Lord your God should choose his name to be called upon there. And you shall offer your whole burnt offerings. The meats you shall offer upon the altar of the Lord your God. But the blood of your sacrifices you shall pour towards the base of the altar of the Lord your God. But the meats you may eat. Guard and hearken, and you shall do all the words which I give charge to you, that good should happen to you and to your sons through the eon, if you should do the pleasing and the good thing before the Lord your God. But if the Lord your God should utterly destroy the nations into which you enter there to inherit their land from your presence, and you should inherit them and dwell in their land, take heed to yourself. You should not seek to follow after them, after their being utterly destroyed from your face. Not in no way should you seek after their gods, saying, How these nations act with their gods, I also shall act. You shall not do so to the Lord your God. For the abominations which the Lord detested, they did with their gods. For also their sons and their daughters they incinerated in fire to their gods. Every word which I give charge to you today, this you shall guard to do. You shall not add unto it, nor remove from it.